Hey everyone, welcome back to Mini Toy Adventures. My name is Dom, and today I have a very special video for you. We are taking a look at the brand new Couture Frankie Stein doll from Monster High and Mattel. This is a brand new doll, 2022. It's a collector's doll, but what I want to do, I want to see how this collector's doll in 2022 stacks up against an original 2010 release Frankie Stein Monster High doll. So we're going to be comparing both of these iconic dolls in one video, basically, so we can see the difference between the two. How does old compare to new? There's over a decade between these two releases, and I'm curious to see the quality. So if you're curious as well, be sure to hit the thumbs up button, and if you're new around here, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can see I have more videos coming up between these two dolls right here. So definitely check those out. Follow me on Instagram too if you don't, because you're missing out on all kinds of fun stuff that I do over there. Anyway, without any further delay, I think it's time to get into these boxes, and maybe we should start with Frankie Stein. What do you say? Let's do it. All right, so here we go with Frankie Stein, and you can see here that we have her new in box. Everything's looking fantastic. Let's just take a look at the box here real quick. We have the window where you can see Frankie, and we have all the accessories laid out here. Very nice Monster High down the side. If you've never seen one of these boxes, yeah, this is all the way back from 2010 release. You can see we have little pop-ups here like stitched together with style, includes doll stand and diary. Read all about me in my diary. So we have that right there as well. And we have What's It over here, and her brush, her purse, everything. And we have a little diary right there as well. On the back of the box, there's quite a bit. There's a huge read up here at the top and a big little biography. You can see Frankie Stein, daughter of Frankenstein. And if you want to read through any of this, go ahead and pause the video right now so you can check that out for yourself. I'm not going to go ahead and read through all of the details here, but this is very exciting. You can see we have the other characters down here at the bottom as well, and we have beautiful artwork of Frankie here on the back. On the side here, you can just see that we have Monster High, and we have a little top window as well, so you can see right down in there, get a kind of a view of everything that's going on the inside. Nothing but plaid happening on this side, and then on the bottom here, we do have just some like, you know, legal writing, and we have the copyright date of 2009. So I'm gonna open the box here and be as non-destructive as possible. The best way to do that is with this top part right here. We do have a tab on the top that we can easily pull out if you just get like a very thin object underneath there. You can pop out that little tab, as you can see right there, and then from there, we can open up the whole top of the box, and we are easily able to slide out this inner part right here. So we can just slide that out, and we can take out the whole thing without even messing with the quality of the outer box. So just like that, we have everything perfectly released. I'm gonna go ahead and undo all of the ties and everything here. We do have some on the back that you can go ahead and go through them on the back, or you can be very careful and clip all the ones around here on the front, and then we'll get on with the video. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and open up our Couture doll. So taking a look at the box here, you can see we have a pretty nice design going on. There is a fake like pleather little plate on here, and you can see it's lined with like metallic paint. The whole box is actually, except for the back of the box, doesn't have that metallic color on this like blue or aqua color right here, teal, I guess, whatever you want to call it. But this is the front of the box, and you can see that we have all this design patterns all over it. Everything is like got UV coating on it, so it looks very, very nice as far as the box goes. On the back of the box, like I said, there's nothing special happening here. All of the same stuff that you can see, and really nothing happening on the sides of the box either. Just the same pattern continued all around on the top. On the bottom is where things get a little bit different. We see some of the information, what it includes. We have the copyright date, which was made in 2021, released in 2022. or well, copyright 2021 anyway. We have the proof of purchase right there. You can see Mattel. Let's go ahead and open this box up here. Slide off the top there, and there is our Frankie Stein doll. So essentially, what we're gonna do here to get her out of the box, this little plastic piece right here is this window. You can just easily lift out of here if you're careful. It doesn't really go that far deep in there. And then we have the box right here, just ready to dig into. Now, if we wanna get out Frankie without messing up a ton of this, you can go ahead and just cut the plastic ties all around, or you can go ahead and pull this out, this other inner lining right here, then we can go ahead and cut everything here from the back. All right, so we have everything out of the box here, as you can see. I'm so excited. We have old versus new, and we are going to literally compare everything just to see how they stack up against each other. So, again, like I said, this is a collector's doll, and this is the original 2010 release Frankie Stein. But I feel like in terms of dolls are dolls, right? What makes this collector doll a collector doll? Well, it came in a very nice box, as you saw, and it has metallic paint on it and stuff like that. We're gonna talk about the quality of the clothing and everything like that as well. So let's go ahead and just start with the bare bones basic stuff. We're gonna set both of our Frankies here off to the side and check out just the accessories that come with everything. So we're gonna start out with the ones that we really can't compare, which are the two accessories that you get with the original release, which is her purse right here, and Watsit, we have her dog, and he's looking super cute. I mean, it's just a little plastic figure, but very cute nonetheless. Her purse is very amazing. Nothing opens up here. You can see that the paint is very well applied on this as well. Like the quality on this just looks very nice in my opinion. Same with him, his paint quality looking very sharp. Everything is looking super nice here. Yeah, we can't obviously compare these because they don't come with the new doll, but what does come with the new doll, we have a backpack. So we have her little backpack right here, and this is all fabric, and we have like a pleather material down here at the bottom. So obviously this is better than plastic, which is what her purse is made out of. And we have like a little fake zipper. You can see like a little zipper pull right there. This actually does undo with Velcro, as you can see. But really cute little backpack. We don't have any way to tighten or loosen the straps. They are what they are. And she kind of just holds this in her hand, or she was in the packaging. But that is the backpack that we get with Frankie Stein with the newer version. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the smaller stuff though. All right, so obviously we have paperwork with both of these here. Now if we go back and look at the 2010 Frankie Stein, we have her diary. It says this diary belongs to Frankie Stein. It's in like a composition notebook kind of style. And it says, would anyone want to read someone else's diary without asking first? And so you see that. And in here, we have a little biography section. We have her full diary, everything. I'm not gonna go ahead and read through this whole thing in this video, but you can see that we have a diary. Now we do also have a diary with the Couture dolls. So right here, we see this diary belongs to Frankie Stein, and it says, if you find this along with my arm, can you return both please? Thanks. And in here, if you open it up, the first page is her biography, and a little about me section, and then we have the diary pages. So they're both paper diaries. I mean, they're very similar, not that big of a deal here. In the original release, we do have a little instruction thing that kind of tells you how to pull off her arms and her limbs and things like that. So just a little paperwork there. With the Couture doll, we have a certificate of authenticity, as you can see here. Nothing crazy going on with this, just a typical certificate of authenticity, but we have a little read up right here. So if you would like to pause the video and read that for yourself, you can go ahead and do so now. Between the two, you know, I mean, equal amounts of paper that comes with them, I guess. The next thing that we are going to take a look at are the brushes. So again, we have right here, we have our 2010 brush, and we have our 2022 brush. And you can see here, they're exactly the same. Like there's literally no difference here. They're exact same size. So they're the same mold. I mean, it doesn't look like anything's changed there. So nothing special to look at there. Also same with the stand base. So we have our original Frankie stand base and we have our Haute Couture stand base. The only difference here is the metallic paint. On the bottom of the mold, it says copyright 2008 Mattel. Same thing that it says right here. Exact same mold, zero difference between the two. Really simple details in case you were curious. And then of course we have our stand pegs and clips. Anyway, those are all the accessories. So now we are going to take a look at the dolls and see how the quality compares. All right, so we have both of our Frankies here and we are going to start comparing the two. And we are going to start out with the faces, as you can see here. And they're quite different between the two. There's a little bit of differences going on here. Obviously, you can see on the 2010 release of Frankie Stein, her eyebrows are much thinner than they are on the 2022 release. I guess that's a personal preference kind of thing. But they do both look great in their own way, in my opinion. So let's just get a really close up on Frankie's eyes here. We have her green eye and her blue eye. Now, the screening on these is fine. And actually, between the two of them, I would say that the screening looks pretty comparable, though I will point out that the detail of the screening on the Haute Couture doll is much more fine than on the original OG one, just simply because we've come that far in screening and printing technology, I guess. I'm just gonna make that up right now, but I'm pretty sure that has something to do with it. But yeah, between these two, you can see here actually, the lip color is a little different as well. So we have more of a darker maroon on the 2010 Frankie, and we have this like very vibrant red color on the Haute Couture doll. And I mean, as far as their faces go, I don't know, which face do you like better out of the two? The original one or the newer Haute Couture Frankie? It looks like they both do, let's see. Well, it looks like the Haute Couture Frankie has some blush going on her face, which I don't see present on the original one. Just a little bit of light blush, not like a lot at all. And you know, that's basically, essentially those are the differences between their faces here. Now they both do have the same earring styles, though the Haute Couture earrings are a little bit bigger in size than the original one. And obviously at the top here, we do have a lightning bolt on Haute Couture, whereas on the original one, it's just simply a peg that goes into her ear there. And they both do have Frankie's trademark little neck pegs in there, but these ones are metallic. And I know that's kind of hard to see, but they're metallic right there. You can see that. And these ones are just more of a matte gray on the original release. Another thing to point out here is that we do have rooted eyelashes on the Haute Couture Frankie. As you can see, they poke out there. They look really nice, the rooted eyelashes. Everything is screen printed onto our original Frankie's face, so no rooted eyelashes or anything there. But I mean, yes, it does look nicer, but how much nicer? How much are those rooted eyelashes worth to you? I guess that's the question. Now, as far as the hair goes, I mean, clearly there is a big difference in length between the hair of these two dolls. Haute Couture Frankie's hair is much longer, though I guess it's had over a decade to grow out a little bit, so that's good. The hair color here is very, very similar. We have a little bit of yellowing on, a little more of a yellow color on this Frankie's hair. And as far as the quality of the hair goes, I mean, this hair feels really soft. Like you can see just like how soft and fine it is. Between the two, like very, very soft hair going on here. I'm actually very happy with how soft her freaking hair is. Like it's ridiculous for sitting in the box for that long. But the newer Haute Couture doll, we have very soft hair as well. Hers is a lot more wavy, as you can see, versus straight that we had on the original release. But it is much longer and it's very wavy. It's kind of floofy down here at the end. Not that big of a deal though. Now, as far as her hair being pulled back, we have way more of a bump right here in her hair, a little poof or whatever you want to call that, I'm not sure, than we do on the original Frankie. But I like both hairstyles. You know what? I do like the Haute Couture hairstyle a lot. It looks very pretty. Sorry, I'm just pulling a hair out of the way. And then, of course, up top here, we have a little hair headband thing, a little spiky scrunchy type of thing that's being held in by a rubber band that's keeping this whole part separate right there. And on the other Frankie, we actually don't have that same thing. We just have a rubber band that's probably very brittle, and I'm sure it's not going to last very long, but it's still in there, it's still kicking, so there's that. Now, if you're curious about their height, I mean, this is the same doll body, so there's not really going to be any difference in height there at all. I mean, they're exactly the same as far as height goes. There's really not any difference there, as you can tell, as is the case with all the other Frankie Stein dolls that have come out. Let's go ahead and talk about the quality of the clothing, because I think that's, you know, obviously these dolls, they feel like they're made out of the same kind of plastic. I hope I don't have to specify that, but they're pretty much made out of the same plastic. They feel like they're mostly the same in density and things like that. So let's talk about the quality of the clothing, because I mean, I feel like for the price tag, we should have probably better stitching, better clothing, better quality and stuff on the collector doll. So here's our Frankie Stein collector doll. And I mean, the clothing here is obviously very nice. Like, we have this lace top here, and we have metallic kind of screen printing on the shirt here. We have a little skull right there and some lightning bolts running around the sleeve and everything. But I mean, I'll save all of these specific details for the full review of Frankie Stein, but just the quality of the fabric and the stitching and everything like that. Like, here we have something comparable, right? This plaid right here that we have on the new doll versus the plaid on the old one. As far as the fabric quality goes, like the actual quality of the fabric, I mean, my fingers can't really tell a difference. I don't have a fabric tester or anything like that to really, you know, tell you exactly what it's made out of. We do have some like metallic screening on the newer collector dolls. You can see the silver right there. So it's kind of got like a metallic screening where we don't have anything like that on here. Do have plastic accessories on our collector doll as well, which I do appreciate the fact that we have like some of these details painted. Like, okay, we have this chest piece right here, but then these little buckles right here are painted blue, which is nice. And then we have little painted studs all around her belt there. The belt buckle's painted, everything like that. And all of her jewelry is nice and painted too. All the studs on her bracelet are painted. We have a little metallic skull hanging there. So I do appreciate all of those details for sure. We do also have hair clips in here, which I forgot to mention. We have high voltage right there, and then we have a little lightning bolt right below it. As far as the quality goes, certainly good for the Haute Couture doll. On the original release though, like I said, the fabric, I mean, I can't tell the difference. We do have somewhat of a lacy style here going on her sleeve. As far as the plastics go, well, this little skull at the bottom of her tie, obviously that's not fully painted, it's just the regular gray silver color it is. But we do have painted studs on the belt, painted lightning bolt right there. All these little chain links are painted. So it seems like, I mean, in my opinion, and again, this is just my opinion, just take that for what it is. My opinion means nothing to most people, but as far as like me having both of these dolls here in front of me, I don't think there's a huge difference in quality, like sheer quality out of the box, between Haute Couture and the original first wave from Monster High. Now, it's arguable whether you think one looks prettier than the other. That's subjective. The painting details seem like they're pretty much the same between the two. Again, some of those details are subjective. It seems like the Haute Couture doll definitely has like more layers of fabric to her dress. Like, we have this like fake pleather right here, this like pleather style, and then underneath that we have some of the plaid. We have a couple of plastic pieces right here. This like lacy sheer fabric is pretty nice, and I'm trying to be delicate with it so I don't break anything, but it definitely looks nice. Like her outfit looks very gorgeous, and I'm sure a lot of time went into designing how that was going to look. So I'm very happy with her fit overall. I think that that's fantastic all around. But I'm also happy with OG Frankie Stein's fit also. I mean, it's classic, you know, there's not a whole lot of flashiness going on like all of the metallic stuff. But again, that's just metallic screening, right? I mean, it looks flashier to our eyes because it's shiny, but it's kind of all the same. You know what I mean? It's just screen printing on a garment at the end of the day. And I'm not talking down against the Haute Couture doll because it is absolutely beautiful. But let's go ahead and take a look at another thing here. So one thing that a lot of you may be familiar with Monster High dolls is they would often get like loose leg joints because of elastic that was kind of keeping them together. And this Frankie, I don't know if you can see that, we actually have gold elastic in the bottom of her, and it is very tight. Her joints are super tight, like she can hold a pose for sure. Then we also have the Haute Couture doll, which actually doesn't have any elastic. They're just using ball joints in here. A little bit looser in my opinion than the elastic, but the elastic was always problematic anyway. So it seems like that was, you know, a good choice to use the ball joints. And they've been doing that on some of the other collector dolls and stuff as well. Let's talk about her shoes. So we're gonna go jump back over to the Haute Couture doll because I actually really do like these shoes. So we have these long, like strap up boots on here that you can see, and they have little studs and stuff all over them, but they're not painted studs at all like we saw in some of the other details there. But she does have these little, I forget what you call these, but you know, when you flip the Frankenstein thing to bring the monster to life, yeah, those little things as her heels. And that is just iconic in my opinion. That looks freaking amazing. I really do like it a lot. So I really dig that aspect of it. But as far as everything else goes, there's not really any paint details on the shoes or anything like that. So nothing really special there except for that little lever that is just really cool. And then on our original Frankie doll, we have her classic kind of like zebra pattern black and white shoes here, which also look amazing. I mean, they definitely have a great look to them. But you know, I feel like they have a little more paint detail on them than the Haute Couture doll does, just simply because we have all of this white painted on there. But you don't get the metallic stuff. Again, is metallic important to you? That's what you really have to consider. Now, obviously, there's the collector aspect of things. People keep the original Frankie Stein in box, and people also will keep this Haute Couture doll in box as well. So if you're an in-box collector, I mean, the difference can matter because they look different in the box, but does the price tag matter? I can't even remember how much of these retailed for, but I think it was somewhere around the $20 range. Haute Couture Frankie was $75 plus shipping and tax and everything. Obviously you have shipping and tax on this, etc., but considerably more, at least 2/3 more in cost for Haute Couture versus the original wave. Obviously we have to factor in inflation and things like that over the last decade plus of time. But like I said, I mean, it can be really subjective as to which of these dolls is better or more worth the money, etc., things like that. I did forget to point out that we do have a little painted bracelet on Frankie Stein's arm right there as well. Just a cute little bracelet. Nothing special happening there though. But yeah, I mean, this is between these two. That's most of the comparison. So again, here we are with our two Frankie Stein dolls. We have our original 2010 release and our 2022 Frankie Stein Haute Couture doll. I think they're both amazing. I gotta tell you though, unboxing this one was just such an experience. Obviously this was too, but nothing beats this is so old, and just that nostalgia that comes out of opening up something that's so much older was very nice. But at the end of the day, that's not what this video was about. It was really about comparing the differences between these two Frankies. But I really wanna know what you think about this deep dive between the Haute Couture doll and the original release Frankie Stein. I feel so lucky to be able to have one of these and to be able to have opened it and just had that I just don't know how to explain the feeling that it gives me. But I think that both of these are pretty fantastic dolls. And what's funny now is this doll is worth more than this doll is, just simply because of its age. But the original retail pricing and the quality for what you're getting for the money at the times, I mean, I don't see, again, my opinion, I don't see a huge difference in quality between these two. That's something that would justify a plus 2/3 price gap between them. Now again, we don't know how reproductions are gonna go for the play line this year and what those are gonna be priced at and what the quality is going to be on those. So when we do get a Playline Frankie Stein doll, I will definitely be comparing her to the 2022 reproduction release if that happens, or any Playline doll. I'll be comparing this original one to that. So definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. I'm curious to know. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you're new around here, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when new videos like this drop in the near future. And go ahead and follow me on Instagram. Frankie says to follow me. Frankie's, both of them say to follow me on Instagram. So do that, because there's lots of fun stuff happening. I'll be posting photos and stories about both of these in the coming days here. So I would love to know your thoughts down in those comments section below. And I really appreciate everybody just spending a tiny little bit of time with me here today as we do a completely unnecessary unboxing and comparison of the OG Frankie Stein versus the Couture Frankie Stein. So let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let me see if I can get Frankie to stand. Oh, look at that. Again, I really appreciate everything. So thank you so much for watching. Once again, this has been Mini Toy Adventures. My name is Dom, and I'll see you later. Bye.